Whenever you're ready.
Okay. By looking at me, how many of you think I have tattoos? Okay, well, a few of you know because I told a few of you. I actually have 4, and I'm not even 20 yet. So it's kind of an addiction. But it's not only a hobby of mine, it's a growing trend all over the world. So today I'm going to talk to you about some of the common meanings, the tattoo industry just in America, and the fascination people have with them. So tattoo comes from the TD word tattoo, except for it's spelled differently. It has 4 letters instead of more like 6, 7. So, I'll look at this. Oh yeah, okay, according to Shotzi Gorman, a professional tattoo artist for eVillage.com, he said that tattooing here in America didn't start until the 1920s, and it was overseas before it originated over here. The tattoo gun was first invented by Thomas Edison, the man that invented the light bulb, except for it wasn't electrically whatever, how it is now. It was all done by hand, so they would have to push into it and make it harder, it was harder for it, and it hurt you a lot worse than it does now. A man named Sam O'Reilly reinvented it in 1891, and that's when he decided to make it electric. Because when Thomas Edison made it, it failed horribly because nobody thought about getting tattoos at that time. So he reinvented it, and now it's caught on. When it started in the 1920s here, it was only in the around military bases in big cities. You wouldn't find one on almost every street that we have now. So it was a way for the military men to express themselves after getting back from fighting in war and some of their experiences they had, or in remembrance of some of their buddies they had in the military. So as it picked up around the 1960s, around the women's era, when they decided that they were independent and they could do whatever they wanted to themselves. So you would see PTO moms now going out and getting tattooed back in the 60s, which wasn't normal for most people. So everybody was really shocked when they saw mothers that had tattoos. So everybody was getting tattooed, from the rock and rollers, to the movie stars, to the mothers, to aunts and uncles. It was just odd back then. But now, it's everybody has them and all that neat stuff. A friend of mine said that 10% of people in just the United States have at least one tattoo. More people have more than one. So that 10% is only for one tattoo. So let's talk about the fascination. Of course, I'm fascinated by them. I have 4, and I plan to get many more. For some people, it's the fact that they know it cannot go away is why they get it. For other people, that knowing that it's permanent scares them to death, and they don't want any. So, with that being said, the tattoo never goes away, which is a big appeal for people, and then for others it scares them, don't want anything to do it, which has them look at us when people with tattoos oh, she has tattoos, that's not okay, because it doesn't go away. And so, okay, according to inkmagazine.com, 2009, tribal art is the most requested tattoo to this day. Everybody wants one. I don't understand tribal art, so I'm not a fan of that personally. And then the most common places to get tattoos are your back, your arms, your legs, and now the top of your foot, which is also it's the new, pardon me for saying this, but the new tramp stamp. It's no longer your back above your butt crack, it's your foot. I have no idea why, but it's just weird. And I have one on my foot, so it kind of makes me, I didn't know about it, so it's weird. And then the other people that have fascinations with it, I bet all of you have seen this person on TV or in a magazine, but the man that got himself tattooed to look like a cat, he is still not dead, and he is covered from head to toe, and he has these piercings on his face to give off the effect of whiskers, because one day he hopes to have them surgically put in there, some weirdo thing. And then here, I can show you my visual aids. I am very, very fascinated tattoos. One day, well, not one day, I never want to like have my whole body tattooed. Just sporadically is good. Some people like this, have their whole body tattooed, and then they have the other people that are just like head to toe tattooed. Like, there's a person that has a suit tattooed onto him underneath his clothes. Okay, but we saw pictures of it the other night. So some of the common meanings for tattoos, some people get them for spiritual reasons. Some people think that they'll bring them luck and strength and some other little meanings. And then the most common one is remembrance. There are people out there getting like pictures of their loved one's faces tattooed on them just so they don't forget that person. I don't know if any of you watched that show, like Miami Ink or Ellen Ink. Most of the people go in there and say that they want something to remember a friend. So if you guys have a tattoo or considering getting another one, you guys should be happy that our tattoo guns are like the way they are now, because they're not hand-powered and you're not like bleeding everywhere as you're getting them. And then remember, getting a tattoo is a lot better than getting one removed. It hurts a lot worse than actually getting it. So make sure you're like positive when you want one. And then think super hard on like what you want and the meaning. And I got it.